President Trump sat down for an exclusive with ABC reporter Terry Moran, and these three key moments that I have for you in these clips you're about to see are both hilarious, but also just a masterclass in how to handle a smug reporter whose sole goal is just to try and trap you. ABC should be ashamed of themselves. This is just bad faith, and Trump makes him pay for it right here. First, Moran asked Trump if he thinks that the reputation of the United States has gone down under his presidency, a ridiculously loaded and condescending question that Trump humiliates him for. Check this out. I'm Zach Costello.
Do you think the reputation of the United States has gone down under your presidency?
No, I think it's gone way up, and I think we're a respected country again. We were laughed at all over the world. We had a president that couldn't walk up a flight of stairs, couldn't walk down a flight of stairs, couldn't walk across the stage without falling. We had a president that was grossly incompetent. You knew it, I knew it, and everybody knew it, but you guys didn't want to write it because you're fake news.
All right. Thank you.
And by the way, ABC is one of the worst, I have to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Get me out of here. The United States' reputation has gone down amongst the progressive globalists around the world that we've decided to separate ourselves from. That's the perspective of ABC for sure. They'd rather have us be nice, incompetent guys just getting taken advantage of on the world stage. We finally have a president strong and competent enough to stand for American interest, and that is damaging our reputation. Well, the worst and most evil people around the world don't like us anymore. Boo-hoo. Okay, Moran then comes at Trump about trusting Vladimir Putin. And watch what Trump does to him at the end of this one.
Do you think Vladimir Putin wants peace?
I think he does, yes. I think he does. I think because
even with the raining missiles on.
I think he really, his dream was to take over the whole country. I think because of me, he's not going to do that.
Do you trust him? Do you trust him?
I don't trust you. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't trust you. Look at you. You come in all shooting for bear. You're so happy to do the interview.
I am
And
happy.
then you start hitting me with fake questions. You start telling me that a guy whose hand is covered with a tattoo doesn't have the tattoo. You know.
All right.
I mean, you're being dishonest.
No, I'm not.
Let me
No,
just
I am
tell
not,
you,
sir.
I trust? I don't trust a lot of people.
Okay, so you heard him mention the denial of the tattoo and of the MS-13 gang member right there. And this is the clip that I saved for last. This got me laughing out loud, literally. Again, this is both hilarious and a master class. Watch how Trump handles Moran here, even as Moran tries to jump in and interrupt like he can't sit still. His body language is disrespectful. Trump just ends up ripping him apart here. Watch this.
But the court has ordered you to facilitate that his
I'm not
release.
the one making this decision. We have lawyers that don't want to do this.
But the buck stops in this office.
No. I follow the law. You want me to follow the law? If I were the president that just wanted to do anything, I'd probably keep him right where he is.
Supreme Court says what the law is.
Listen, I was elected to take care of a problem. It was a unforced error that was made by a very incompetent man, a man that turned out to be incompetent, that you always said was wonderful, a great genius, right? And now you find out, all of the media now, they're saying what a mistake they made. A man who was grossly incompetent allowed us to have open borders where millions of people flowed in. I campaigned on that issue. I wouldn't say it was my number one issue, but it was pretty close.
Right up there.
I campaigned on that issue. I've done an amazing job. I have closed borders. He said you couldn't do it. You wouldn't be able to do it. It would never happen. Well, it happened, and it happened very quickly. Wait a minute. When we have criminals, murderers, criminals in this country, we have to get them out, and we're doing it.
By law.
And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute
Well,
over that.
wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not
Don't
have the
do that.
letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshop. So let me
That
just...
was Photoshop, Terry. You can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture. We'll
and you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine,
No,
sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS, as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't
Take a look
there,
at the
but they're
photograph.
there now, right?
No,
but they're there
they're in
now.
your picture.
Terry,
Ukraine, sir.
he's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay?
All right. We'll take a look at that.
You do
We'll take
such a
look.
disservice.
We'll take a look at
Why
that,
don't you
sir.
just say it? Yes, he does. And
Yeah, that disgust there on Trump's face right at the end, I think is perfect. What's also impressive is just his firm ability to not allow this reporter to change the subject and take him off. It's like, this is an important point for Trump to make, and he is just firm and steady in continuing to try and make it. But this is ridiculous and such a disservice. As, again, Trump, you can just tell he is just disgusted there. But ABC, once again, should be ashamed of themselves for an interview like this. This is why no one trusts the mainstream media. Well, more for someone like me, I guess. I'm Zach Costello.